Here on Madison HD Sportsnet, presented by the JMU Alumni Association, I'm joined by men's head soccer coach Tom Martin. Coach, your thoughts on tonight's draw against UNCW?
Well, if there is such a thing as a positive draw, this was probably that's a very good team. You know, we would like to won the game, and we had a chance to steal it at the end and put one over the top. But a tie tonight's probably a just result. And in the end of the day, you get a point for a tie, and that point eluded us in some years past, which would have put us in a much better situation for postseason play. So we'll take a point tonight and look at the positive side of it. That's a very good team. They've beaten South Carolina, North Carolina, Duke, and a tie was probably a just result tonight.
4 points against arguably two of the tougher teams in the conference through your first two games in conference action. Your thoughts on where this team sits with the amount of games left to go?
Well, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know, the first game or two, we could maybe look at it as a sprint, and that's the strength of the CAA on the men's side. You know, that's why we get anywhere from 2 to 4 bids for NCAA postseason play. It's a high-quality league, good coaches, and every game is like this. You know, we explain to the guys, and the new guys don't understand it yet. Some of the older guys do. When you get into the conference, you have very few games that you play real good soccer. And tonight wasn't our best soccer. It was efficient soccer, but it wasn't our best soccer. And they end up being grinders. You just have to grind them out and find a way to get through. And I anticipate all the rest of the games will be the same way, because we've got a couple games on artificial surfaces. We've got a number of long road trips yet. I think they'll all be like this. They'll all be hard, and we're going to have to grind it out. The good thing, the encouraging thing is that we got a point against a very good team tonight, and we created some chances and we're dangerous. There weren't a lot of chances for either team. Kind of a midfield third game, but that's a very good team, and down the road there's going to be teams just as good.
Up next is Drexel for you guys. A couple days to prepare. What's going to be the focus leading into that game?
Well, I think one of the lessons we learned tonight is you always have a game plan and how you want to try to play as a team, but sometimes you can't adhere to that. You have to take what the game gives you. You know, many times as a coach in soccer, we like to call timeout when things aren't going well, or we hope that it's a change of possession or it's a different inning, and you can't do that. You have to make those adjustments on the fly. We went over a couple things to look for at halftime, how to attack their back line, and we actually got behind them a couple times in the second half by changing the point of attack and being a little bit more direct, which is what we wanted to do. If we learn that lesson, that you take necessarily what you want to do and at the same time what the other team gives you and what's on in the game, it's going to make you a better team. That's the first thing. The second thing is we're starting to get a little healthier now. You saw Steven Mashinsky get a start tonight and come back into the swing of things. You know, Tito will be back. Hopefully Tom Philly will get back, and Eric Schmidt got back from an injury. You know, when we start to look at those things, then we'll have our whole squad, and that'll make us better, and it'll make the kids that haven't played better as we go through, just for the competition level being high, and hopefully that'll give us real good quality depth going into the rest of the conference schedule. But all in all, we'll take a tie tonight. Just result and a good point against a very good team.